Hey, my Panasonic MD, whatever, VDR M50, I'm having some trouble. Having a little trouble. Mainly my discs are not uploading onto my computer. It's not being recognized. I put it in my disc player, and my computer just don't see anything. So we're back to film, which I actually like more, but it is, I guess, maybe I just think it's more cumbersome, but it isn't actually. It's higher resolution without a doubt, and if I de-interlace and decomb correctly, then it's like, wow. But the problem with YouTube is they shoot the quality of your videos down if you're not a big creator. The more popular you are, the more money you make them, the more they let your videos be nice. It's chocolate milk day. 2 chocolate milks. Yes, sirree, I have 2 chocolate milks. Unfortunately, I have already started drinking them. But maybe that's not actually bad. Maybe that's what I need to do. I wanted to crack them open on the camera, but I had that issue with the Panasonic DVD RAM camcorder. And so I have 2 dogs in the house right now. 1, 2, they're around me. Anyway, might actually be good that I already have an opinion going about the milks, because it makes it so I have an opinion. It's fleshed out. The glasses. The milks we're doing is just generic half-gallon plastic jug of chocolate milk. This is from Lidl, 1% low-fat chocolate milk. We'll get a close-up in a second. And then also from Trader Joe's, their chocolate milk vitamin D ultra pasteurized fair trade cocoa. I don't go to Trader Joe's often. I love Trader Joe's. Who doesn't? Like the actual products that they put out, always splendid. Maybe not always, but frequently splendid. But man, Trader Joe's is just always too busy. As a kid, I loved going before it was super crazy busy. I hope you can read that if you want to. I did read it all the other day, but don't feel like it now. But yeah, it just, the more popular it gets, surprise, surprise, as the place gets more popular, it gets more busy. Anyway, let's do a quick side-by-side here, if I can fit them both on the same screen. I'll put them both on the counter. So, this is what we're working with. She just whined at me. You're a pig. I'm watching Charlotte's Web today, so pigs are on the mind. She broke first. So this is 1% low-fat chocolate milk. This is probably whole milk. Yeah, sorry. There we go. Whole 3.25%. I guess all whole milk is 3.25. Yeah, okay. I love the quality of this camcorder. I mean, also just playing back on the Panasonic that I usually use looks so much better, on the unit than on screen, on a computer screen. So whatever. Anyway, both have a serving size of 1 cup. Let me see if I can make that clear. Both have a serving size of 1 cup. I'm zoomed in a lot now, so it's shaky. 240 milliliters. This is 4 milliliters short, but same difference. Calories 180 versus 220. Probably in the fat, because the fat's 2.5 grams there total and 8 grams total. Here we've got 30 carbs, 8 protein. Here we've got 30 carbs, 9 protein. So we get 1 extra macro. in the protein department. What do we have here? Ingredients in this guy is low-fat milk, liquid sugar, which is sugar and water, cocoa processed with alkali, which is common enough, and cornstarch, which the last one, Shamrock, used cornstarch, and that was quite good. And they also used carrageenan, which Shamrock used as well. Over in Trader Joe's land, we have milk, cane sugar, skim milk, cocoa powder, solid gellan gum, I don't know, guar gum, that stuff. No cornstarch. So that's that, I suppose. That is that. It's all lip smack. Lip slap? I don't know. It's KKB. KKB. Okay, let's do some pouring. You feel me? You feel me? The 1%. We can get closer. Hell yeah. 1%. Whoa, 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 whoa. 1%. I guess I'm decided at this point that I'm doing chocolate milk like brackets, competition type deal. I think it's obvious right off the bat who the winner is from this. Because like you have generic chocolate milk versus Trader Joe's. And it's 1% versus whole milk. And one of my big rating things is, you can see my lisp in action. One of my big rating things is like a creaminess and a mouthfeel. And I think that, I'm not a food scientist, and I don't want to say that like my vibe check, my natural intuition is necessarily correct, but I'd imagine that a mouthfeel and creaminess is entirely based on fat content. So, go with that. Take that to love and serve the Lord. So here we have the two side by side. Yeah, kind of a similar deal with the Maola and the Shamrock. I'm trying to go where the light is not like weird looking. Will it look weird over here on the windowsill? Or will that happen to be perfect? No, it kind of looks blue. In real life, it don't look blue. Go away, little runt dog. Pardon the dirty windowsill. I swear. Well, hey, Cheaty, go away. I am the only person that cleans this house, and I don't always have time to, so. Hey, bug off, stop whining. Go for nothing, dog. So yeah, similar to the Maola and Shamrock, there was one that was definitely like bubblier, and one less so. So the 1% generic Lidl picked up chocolate milk. It's less bubby, and the Trader Joe's is more bubby. I don't know why I said bubby. It also looks like the Trader Joe's one is lighter, while that one is definitely darker, and almost definitely related to that fat content. There's the other dog. Hey, Scat, you're an angel. This one seems thinner. Like I do that swirl. Look at how much is like on the sides versus swirl this one. Leaves, I think that's more streak, I don't know. But yeah, this one's definitely lighter. Dangerous maneuver. I was able to see like a difference in separation like as the milk sat, they kind of separated differently. In the last review, I'm trying to see if I have my flashlight still lying around. I guess I must have picked up or something. But I don't, just like right off the bat, I don't see any major differences between these two. Get it where we can see it in the light. No, I don't really see anything that is worth noting. Maybe it looks like there's a bigger cream line and like more sedimentation in that, while this one just looks like fully homogenized, but that could also just be the glass. I don't know. Or maybe not homogenized is the right word, but like it's a finer mixture, less, yeah, less just pure liquidy stuff. Okay, we're going down the hatch. And on, and a 2, 1%. Okay, right off the bat, I've got that dishwasher smell on the cup. Damn, it's a big bummer. Yeah, because I sniff a lot when I eat. I use my nose. So that's the big shame. But I've had this one, so. This is really just like, it tastes like you've mixed cocoa syrup, chocolate syrup rather, into milk. There's not much joy. It has like I'd say a fairly distinct like syrupy feel, which is maybe on account of the, what do they call it? The liquid sugar. That's syrup, liquid sugar. Yeah. There's not much to it. It's just, it tastes like milk with syrup, chocolate syrup, and it's not that satisfying. Not much fat. I mean, it's low fat, so like, yeah. This I do get like more back of the tongue flavor activation. That's right to say. Like I feel like I'm tasting more cocoa and not just more chocolate syrup, chocolate whatever flavoring. It feels more real. Maybe one day I'll develop language to better describe these. It doesn't actually taste that rich and creamy, which it doesn't like advertise super rich, super creamy or whatever. But at least remembering the shamrock and the maula, I think I would say that both of those were thicker and creamier than this. Yeah. I also just have a lot of mucus in the back of my throat right now. Give me a second here. Sorry, I feel like I was tasting that mucus. I'm coming off a cold here, so I guess it was a cold, I don't know. Yeah. As I swish it around, there's definitely like a raw kind of grittiness to the cocoa that I'm getting. This is back to the 1% here. When I draw this in strong, aerated like that, I don't feel like I get any kind of bubble generation. It just like kind of sludges into the mouth versus Trader Joe's. It definitely feels like there's more going on there. I'm just going to go into rating then. I mean, it's been long enough, so I shouldn't say just. Anyway, 1% chocolate milk by Lidl. I think I'll put it solidly at a 2-star. I mean, if you want chocolate milk, I don't think I've ever had a chocolate milk that's like repulsive. That makes me say like, oh, I'm not gonna drink this, you know? So I feel like I do have to maybe stretch my rating system a little bit for those that aren't regulars here, which hopefully no one is. Not worth your time. I do 5-star rating system. 3 is like, this is fine. A fine product. Usually I've been doing frozen pizzas, but it's fine product. Anything between 2 and 3 is like, it's not great, but whatever. Go ahead. Anything less than 2 is like, avoid it, you know, probably not actually good. 3 to 4 is like, this is good. It's not great, but like, hey, it's good. 4 to 5 is like, whoa. Things don't usually get over a 4. I'm strict. I have to be wowed. Yeah, the Lidl chocolate milk, which I imagine this is like the same as any generic big brand chocolate milk. I'd just say it's a 2. Like, yeah, it's chocolate milk, so it's still good, but with other options out there, I'd definitely go with something else. It was really cheap. Was it like $1.50? It may have been like really scootin' cheap. People don't say that, but I just said that. Which personally, due to like my own convictions, I typically buy, I guess, like the most expensive thing on the shelf. My conviction is not to buy the most expensive thing, but rather typically that is a more ethical product, and I prefer to support ethical dairy and poultry and whatever. I don't even typically buy meat. That's how ethical I am. Yeah, so I said mucus again. I'm sorry for myself, if no one else. So yeah, just a 2 for that. You can't get too bad with chocolate milk, in my experience. Trader Joe's. I would say that it's just a 3. I'm not gonna give it. I was thinking maybe flaring it a 3.1, but like a 3.1, a 2.9. Like, there's nothing special about it. There's nothing that makes me say like, yeah, you should try. Like, if you're going through the stores and you're trying to find a chocolate milk, there's nothing about it that's like, yeah, you should try the Trader Joe's chocolate milk. It's just like, yeah, it's good, and it's definitely better than the generic brand. But I think my brackets are, yeah, I think Maolo would probably be higher than Trader Joe's chocolate milk, but I don't actually know, and I'm not going to do a side-by-side of those two. The next side-by-side of any I've reviewed would be Trader Joe's and Shamrock, but I think Shamrock would easily win, so I may not even do that. We'll see you next time if I get 2 different other chocolate milk. Rutter's exists. Yep, great. Woo!